It's the fact that my man's actually... Yeah, what's good, y'all? If you're new to the channel, my name is Shadiq, ain't acting across KRXOVR Media. Many of you probably don't know this, but P Money is actually my favorite UK artist of all time. Regardless of genre or anything, he has some of my favorite freestyles, some of my favorite songs, some of my most favorite quotable moments in UK music, everything. He is just an incredibly cold MC. I actually did a reaction to his last EP, but I didn't get a chance to edit it in time, and I switched cameras, so the quality will look kind of off if I released it now. All that good stuff. I've actually heard this EP that this song is on already, but I haven't listened to it since the night that it dropped, so I'm more or less still kind of listening to it with fresh ears, and I want to see what this video is looking like too. I couldn't let an opportunity like this one pass me by because you got some legends on this track, man, but I don't want to hold y'all too much longer. Let's get it. P Money and Silencer is an undefeated duo. Y'all hear me talk about these undefeated duos every once in a while between artists and producers? Silencer is one of them, yo. Shout out to Teddy Music.
Black taxi mode when I'm pissed off, heads getting picked up and ripped off. Well, up front for my team when they lick shots, I'm right there in the center when it kicks off. Snake eater when I'm...
Even though I've heard this song already, this P Money is one of those artists where everything that he says, it still slaps you every time. I'm still in the center when it kicks off. He's talking about the center in the position of soccer or football, but I'm still in the center, I'm still in the middle of it.
Black taxi mode when I'm pissed off, heads getting picked up and ripped off. Well, up front for my team when they lick shots, I'm right there in the center when it kicks off. Snake eater when I'm tipped off, chilling with Southern Metal Gear, I'm big boss. Pull up in the spot, that's 4 man drilling plus a witness.
Southern Metal Gear. You know what it is? It doesn't matter if I heard this already. The way that you listen to music when you're reacting to it is different than the way you listen to it just to listen to it. I don't know, it's you kind of force yourself to think a little bit more intentionally. There's things that flew over my head a little bit the first couple times, maybe the first 1 or 2 times. I've only listened to this twice, that I listened to it passively and it flew over my head. Now that I'm really listening to it attentively, he had several sequences.
Well, up front for my team when they lick shots, I'm right there in the center when it kicks off. Snake eater when I'm tipped off, chilling with Southern Metal Gear, I'm big boss. Pull up in the spot, that's 4 man drilling plus a witness describing an F1 pit stop. I don't want to hear your shit songs, your baby food, your shit's off. This is not a rap, run a man down to my hip hop.
Your baby food. Yeah, I was really listening to this passively because I didn't pick up on any of these things when I first listened to it. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. He had the Metal Gear sequence, he's talking about Snake and then this Gear Solid, something like that.
With Southern Metal Gear, I'm big boss. Pull up in the spot, that's 4 man drilling plus a witness describing an F1 pit stop. I don't want to hear your shit songs, your baby food, your shit's off. This is not a rap, run a man down to my hip hop. Forget getting reloads, I pushed it into the clip lock. I've been there and I see man get ticked off. Till this day had my lips locked, trying to hit the target. Things got messy and I chipped the wall from far, that's a big shot. Stop talking like you did lots, I've been there and done it all, jewelry and trap yards. The only moves you was doing was a hip toss. I grew a pair and I see man get picked off. Life has been nuts, I've seen man roasted. I know animals from the Amazon, one trans.
My life has been nuts, I've seen man roast. Let me raise the volume a little bit, yo. There's a reason why P Money is my favorite MC.
Stop talking like you did lots, I've been there and done it all, jewelry and trap yards. The only moves you was doing was a hip toss. I grew a pair and I see man get picked off. Life has been nuts, I've seen man roasted. I know animals from the Amazon, one transaction get you boxed up and posted. I really been out here, come on, you know this.
I know animals from the Amazon, one transaction. Amazon rainforest, Amazon, the retail store, well, retailer, online, whatever. Y'all know what Amazon is. Get you boxed up.
I know animals from the Amazon, one transaction get you boxed up and posted. I really been out here, come on, you know this. When we walk in, man's like, look how they're stuttering. Look how they if and buck. Know who it is when he hear. Look how we got them scared. Old school man still having a man now combo when they see up.
24 bar, let me start now. Who wants smoke got a half ounce? Tell me what you know about killing MCs, boy, you don't know nothing about a man down. It's like the youngers don't rate the oldest, but the oldest don't rate the youngers. So if I ever got to kill a little boy on the mic, tell him age ain't nothing but numbers. And I hate when MCs...
How the hell was he rapping with that thing covering his face?
MCs, boy, you don't know nothing.
Oh, fashion is weird, bro.
Who wants smoke got a half ounce? Tell me what you know about killing MCs, boy, you don't know nothing about a man down. It's like the youngers don't rate the oldest, but the oldest don't rate the youngers. So if I ever got to kill a little boy on the mic, tell him age ain't nothing but numbers. And I hate when MCs act like their problems are mine. I handle mine, handle yours, card, you don't want a problem with that. Chip in a problem for time.
You know, Chip doesn't run out of bars, but he also doesn't run out of flows. Because grime beats are just different. Whenever we listen to a lot of these newer artists, not a lot, but sometimes these newer artists and their own drill beats, sometimes we could pick up, because they're not even new artists, sometimes they're returning artists, right? Big Tobes and Blitz when they did their Plugged In and their HB Freestyle, right? I didn't even know that they were returning artists who had already been making music for a minute, but I could pick up on the fact that they were seasoned, even though they were on more modern beats. And Chip is one of those, even P, like, it doesn't matter what they on, and you can hear their foundation, yo.
MCs, boy, you don't know nothing
Grime
about
flows
man
is
down.
different.
The youngers don't rate the olders, but the olders don't rate the youngers. So if I ever got to kill a little boy on the mic, tell him age ain't nothing but numbers. And I hate when MCs act like their problems are mine. I handle mine, handle yours, cause you don't want a problem with that. Chip in a problem for time, could end up in a problem for trying. No problem with rhymes. Oh my god, what's your problem? You are not shooting scams? Gun talk, that's not a problem. I'll use this pen right to you like shoot me then. Niggas are bluffing. Gal is
It's like he's rap rude. Like he isn't like actual rude, like real life violent rude. It's just like the things that he says is just violent and hurtful in the rap sense, like in the spitting sense, like.
For time could end up in a problem for trying. No problem with rhymes. Oh my god, what's your problem? You are not shooting scams? Gun talk, that's not a problem. I'll use this pen right to you like shoot me then. Niggas are bluffing. Gal, I swear these niggas be cuffing. Got gal on my line, but I wife this mic cause she won't divorce me for nothing. Man send online for 3 minutes, make you shower. Boy, you never been on a set for an hour. Reveal the cowards, show man powers. I've done did my 10,000 hours.
When we walk in, man's like, look how they're stuttering. Look how they if and but. Know who it is when he hears.
This is a legendary link up, bro.
Old school man,
this lineup doesn't make any sense. Shout out to Blacks in the back.
100 hit combo, that's what I'm on, but I'm in my condo. Jump on your song and I'll make your song blow. I'm the head honcho, so far ahead. The scene just caught up, they're looking at me like, what have you done? No, stop playing dumb, you know what I've done. I cannot be sunned. How dare you talk like I ain't second to none? Go wash out your tongue. These dickheads talk like they invented the gun and had me on the run. Now they're all on the internet, sitting in interviews, running their guns and
you know what I'm saying about grime flows? It's just different, bruh. I wish I had the language to actually describe it more technically. One of these days I'll probably develop it so like I can actually explain these things a little bit more thoroughly for y'all, but it's just different, bro.
Solo, I'm the head honcho, so far ahead. The scene just caught up, they're looking at me like, what have you done? No, stop playing dumb, you know what I've done. I cannot be sunned. How dare you talk like I ain't second to none? Go wash out your tongue. These dickheads talk like they invented the gun and had me on the run. Now they're all on the internet, sitting in interviews, running their guns, and they're saying they come to the manor and spam. But these people thinking that I hid in my mum's like I'm really your victim and I.
If you really deep it, yo, like he's matching the skippiness in the cuts and the bass specifically. Well, I don't even know what it is, yo. I can hear it. Like, I can hear the different pocket that he just randomly, not randomly, but he just like suddenly, but still so accurately just switches and just lands on every single time so perfectly. Like the beat itself is like going forward and backward simultaneously.
You know what I've done. I cannot be sunned. How dare you talk like I ain't second to none? Go wash out your tongue. These dickheads talk like they invented the gun and had me on the run. Now they're all on the internet, sitting in interviews, running their guns, and they're saying they come to the manor and spam. But these people thinking that I hid in my mum's like I'm really your victim and I ain't a warrior. All on my ones. Can't believe how this pussy is talking. I'm stunned. I ain't sitting there crying. I'm counting my funds. It ain't even worth wasting the air in my lungs at this point. It's been how many years and these man are still bum. It's been how many years and they're still getting crumbs. Tell me why would I need a blind? Don't even apply. You ain't even the guy. You're the guy going shop for the guy standing next to the guy. You were overly quiet and shy. Could never try.
We're pulling back Dizzee. I don't care what
on the internet, sitting in interviews, running their guns, and they're saying they come to the manor and spam. But these people thinking that I hid in my mum's like I'm really your victim and I ain't a warrior. All on my ones. Can't believe how this pussy is talking. I'm stunned. I ain't sitting there crying. I'm counting my funds. It ain't even worth wasting the air in my lungs at this point. It's been how many years and these man are still bum. It's been how many years and they're still getting crumbs. Tell me why would I need a blind? Don't even apply. You ain't even the guy. You're the guy going shop for the guy standing next to the guy. You were overly quiet and shy. Could never try.
It's P double. All day long I make P double. I don't want to cause no trouble. But if trouble comes, then the burst.
You know, I don't know if you see me. Let me sort of real quick.
Because
obviously P Bunny, D double. I make P double.
P double. Yep. All day long I make P double. I don't want to cause no trouble, but if trouble comes, then the burst in bubble. I don't want to cause no trouble, but I'm ready for the dirt and P's got the shovel. Trust.
Imagine you on road and you try to press somebody. My man's put out nunchucks on you. I know somebody gonna be like, oh, I just pull out the what. You're gonna be a little bit frozen for a split sec. You see a next man just flinging nunchucks.
It's P double. All day long I make P double. I don't want to cause no trouble, but if trouble comes, then the burst in bubble. I don't want to cause no trouble, but I'm ready for the dirt and P's got the shovel. Trust me. The way I give man a karate kick, you think man was a stunt double. Look, somebody tell it.
It's the fact that my man's actually did a kick and he said, yeah.
It's P double. All day long I make P double. I don't wanna cause no trouble, but if trouble comes then I burst in bubbles. I don't wanna cause no trouble, but I'm ready for the dirt and P's got the shovel. The way I give man a karate kick, you think man would start dabble. Look, somebody tell this geezer, oh, I'ma get cold like freezer. Send from a younger, send for the squeezer. You get not talking a pizza. Make a man give me the pin to the visa. Take a trip with the
send for the. He said send for the slice, not talking about pizza. He said something along those lines.
start dabble. Look, somebody tell this geezer, oh, I'ma get cold like freezer. Send from a younger, send for the squeezer. You get not talking a pizza. Make a man give me the pin to the visa. Take a trip with the visa, Ibiza. Chilling out on the beach, smoking a reefer. In the penthouse, feet up with a FIFA. You're not a bad man, you're just a thief. You're not smart, you're just a cheater. Things here cold to the talon the eater. All my man, them can't wait to meet ya.
You know what it is about grime flows? I picked up on what it is too. Like compared to a lot of like the more modern flows, like they typically end with the same sounding syllable or something like that. So like whatever it is, what would be the technical word? That's whatever it is, but like the last syllable of each line, it's always like one thing, right? So that's the thing about grime. Like they'll either pick a word or a sound or whatever, and to go for that long, it's not easy, yo. It's really not easy. Like when Stormzy did it on his song with Dave, Clash was all the way around. It's Dave's song, but like ending everything with one, but beyond that, the words before one also rhymed. So these kind of flows, it's really not easy. Like to go this long and thinking about something to say, where you're not just picking the same word and kind of saying something kind of like nonsensical. Like it's actually bar for bar, it's actual lines each time. It's levels, bro.
Talking a pizza, make a man give me the pin to the visa. Take a trip with the visa, Ibiza. Chilling out on the beach, smoking a reefer. In the penthouse, feet up with a FIFA. You're not a bad man, you're just a thief. You're not smart, you're just a cheater. Things here cold to the talon the eater. All my man, them can't wait to meet ya. If man don't give me my P, then the 9mm will come to greet ya. Make man live underground with creature. Then I'm off with a sexy senorita.
When we walk in, man's like, look how they're stuttering. Look how they if and but. Know who it is.
I'm happy I didn't listen to it for like a couple of days now.
Old school man still
because some of these things really did hit me different. Why is shit?
When we walk in, man's like, look how they're stuttering. Look how they if and but. Know who it is when he hear. Look how we got them scared. Old school man still cave.
Oh, Tempetee's in it too. I'm not used to him without having a high top. There's a lot of people in this one. I'm not gonna hold you. If P did a remix, got like Tempetee, JME. Who else can I hear on this? So I'm waiting for the day that P and Gets link up, like for a track. Like they've done freestyles and stuff where they were in the same room. I want to hear P Money and Gets like do a proper track together, yo. That would be so legendary. That would be super sick. So on this channel we hold the vowels. That means we're getting straight into it, and I feel very strongly about this track. Probably a little bit is due to the fact that P Money is my favorite MC. I've said that before. There's songs that I like more than others, but I don't think he's ever made a song where I've heard and said, yeah, that's not it. He's too cold, and like his freestyles are a whole other level as well. I honestly think, in my opinion, a lot of grime MCs, like their freestyles, like their sets, are sometimes a little bit better than the songs. Part of it could be due to the fact that you may have heard some of the bars in the freestyle sets, and like when they're doing it on the actual track, they may not slap as hard. But at the same time too, that is what makes grime what it is. Like having those really quotable lines, those lines that are really easy to pick up on, really easy to repeat. Like the second you may have heard it for the first time, you know what to say the next time. Like when D-Double did the but. Like I remember the first time I heard this one, I heard it once, twice, I already knew what to do. So that's one of the things that I enjoy about grime. It is so fun to listen to, and the producers, it's just a different beast, though. I really wish that more of these like younger producers who are really starting out with drill as their foundation kind of take a step back and explore other genres and then incorporate some of those things into their newer drill sound. Like Caesar did that with Selected Bad Boys, but what he did with the slides on that track, that was a whole other animal. I don't even think those were slides, like whatever it is. I think it was like dub bass, whatever it is. I want to see more young producers take a step back and really analyze what made some of these older heads tick. Like what was their inspiration? How did they construct their beats? Like I think it'll allow some of these newer artists to find some newer parts of the beats to start writing on. I think what happens is drill has fallen into like this kind of template. And honestly, you could probably say grime did to a certain degree as well, but I think drill has a particular template that it really makes artists kind of limited in what they can do. So that's one of the things I love about this beat. One of the things I love about Silencer in general, like all of his beats to me are always just so cold and so distinct. This one also probably stands out to me a little bit because I've been listening to so much drill as of late, with that being the predominant genre in the UK. But they all found just their own unique spots on this beat to just wild out. I don't even really have my favorite like verse or anything. Chip went off, but Chip didn't go up like he could. I think if this was a diss, Chip would have went off like even harder. P probably has my favorite verse. I think Dizzee spun it too. Everybody spun it. They all did a really good job. Like, but I do know that they can go harder. I think this is one of those like, yo, we're gonna link up, we're gonna put something out, have a little bit of fun with it. But this wasn't that like super duper like mid 2000s hunger when it comes to like the lyricism. But overall, it's incredible. Like, you gotta respect it. They're legends, yo. I know Chip actually made a small reference to it as well, with how sometimes the youngers do it, you rate the olders and vice versa. But I am appreciative of the fact that there have been some artists from like the previous generations who have been linking up with the newer artists. So for example, Gets with Back Row G and stuff like that. I want to hear more of those kind of collabs, yo. So let me know who are some old heads or some older artists that you want to hear with a newer artist. That's a collaboration. I don't think I've really talked about that much in this channel. So let me know what y'all think about that one, man. But as always, hang tight for some more reactions. I do got more that's coming for y'all. But until next time, peace.